In the heart of the whispering woods, there's a wise old owl named Oliver. Now, Oliver isn't your ordinary owl. You see, Oliver is an optimistic owl. He lives in a cozy tree hollow, nestled amongst ancient trees that have stood tall for hundreds of years. This is his sanctuary, his paradise, his home sweet home. But what makes Oliver truly special is his boundless optimism. He's the kind of owl who, when the night is at its darkest, sees not the darkness, but the starlight. When the storm rages, he doesn't hear the thunder, but the promise of a rainbow. Oliver is a beacon of positivity, radiating warmth and cheerfulness, even on the gloomiest of days. He loves going on adventures, exploring the whispering woods and beyond, seeking out new experiences with a twinkle in his eye and a flutter in his heart. And with each adventure, his optimism only grows stronger. With his heart full of optimism, Oliver is ready to begin a new adventure. One sunny morning, Oliver wakes up to the sound of a distressed squirrel. There's something afoot in the forest. Our friend Oliver, the optimistic owl, rouses from his dream-filled slumber to the sound of a squirrel in a pickle. Her name is Sally, and she's a tiny thing with a tail that's twice her size. Today, Sally is a bundle of nerves, her tiny heart pounding like a drum. You see, Sally is in a bit of a jam. She's lost her acorns, her winter stash, and she's frantic. Acorns are her life, her breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Losing them is like losing everything she's got. She's scurrying around, her tiny paws scratching the earth, her eyes wide with worry. But here comes Oliver, the ever-optimistic owl. He sees Sally in distress, her tail twitching with worry. And what does he do? Does he fly away? No. Does he pretend he didn't see her? Absolutely not. Oliver, our feathered hero, steps up. He sees a problem, and he's ready to solve it. "Cheer up, Sally," he says. His voice is soft but firm, like the rustling of leaves in the wind. "Don't worry, we will find your acorns." Oliver's optimism is infectious. He's a beacon of hope in Sally's world, which at the moment looks pretty bleak. He's not just an owl, he's a friend, a comforter, a helper. He's ready to dive into the unknown, to brave the forest, to embark on a quest for the lost acorns. Despite the squirrel's panic, Oliver remains unfazed. He doesn't see a problem, he sees an adventure. He doesn't see a lost stash of acorns. He sees a treasure hunt. He doesn't see a worried squirrel, he sees a friend in need. And for Oliver, helping a friend is the noblest of all adventures. With a nod of his head and a twinkle in his eye, Oliver begins his search for the missing acorns. And just like that, our optimistic owl is off on an unexpected adventure, ready to turn the tide and bring back Sally's lost acorns. With a flutter of his wings, Oliver embarks on a quest to find the squirrel's lost acorns. Our friend Oliver, ever the optimist, is undeterred by the task at hand. The forest is vast and the acorns could be anywhere, but he is ready for the challenge. As he starts his search, he encounters the first obstacle, a massive thorny bush blocking his path. His feathers ruffle at the sight, but as always, Oliver doesn't lose hope. Instead, he uses his wit, finds a sturdy twig and carefully paves his way through the prickly hindrance. On he flies, deeper into the woods, until he comes across a towering tree so high it almost touches the sky. The acorns could be up there, he thinks, but how to reach such heights? Not a problem for our optimistic owl. He takes a deep breath, and with a mighty leap, he ascends, branch by branch, until he conquers the towering tree. But alas, the acorns are not there. Despite the setbacks, Oliver's spirit remains unbroken. His optimism fuels his perseverance. As he travels further, he comes across a fast, roaring river. It's a daunting sight, but Oliver knows the acorns could be on the other side. With a running start, he takes flight, soaring over the gushing water below. Once on the other side, he continues his search, undeterred by the challenges he has faced. Finally, after a long and adventurous day, Oliver's keen eyes spot something unusual. A hollow tree, unseen by most, catches his attention. With a flutter of excitement, he approaches the tree and there, nestled within its hollowed trunk, he finds them. The squirrel's lost acorns. Oliver's journey is a testament to his unwavering optimism. His positive attitude, combined with a little creativity, helped him overcome every obstacle in his path. After much effort, Oliver finally finds the squirrel's lost acorns nestled in a hollow tree, and with a triumphant hoot, he takes flight, ready to return the precious acorns to their rightful owner. With a triumphant hoot, Oliver returns the lost acorns to the grateful squirrel. And so we've come to the end of our tale, but not without a lesson or two learned along the way. Oliver's adventure was not without its trials, but with an optimistic spirit, he turned obstacles into opportunities and challenges into exciting endeavors. Oliver's optimism was his guiding light, illuminating the path even in the darkest corners of the forest. And it was this light that helped him find the lost acorns, proving that a positive attitude can indeed lead to positive outcomes. The grateful squirrel watched in awe, learning from Oliver's resilience. It understood that optimism isn't about ignoring life's difficulties. Instead, it's about facing them head-on, with the belief that you can overcome. The squirrel learned that being optimistic, just like Oliver, could help it face any challenge thrown its way. And so, the whispering woods echoed with the laughter of Oliver and his new friend, reminding everyone that optimism can turn any challenge into an adventure.